What's up, everybody? This is Troy with DDM's Realm, and I have another video here for the River District for you. If you haven't already, throw me a subscribe and share these with your friends and fellow guildies. I'd really appreciate it. Today I'm going to show you a method of busting through the daily mercantile missions. The mercantile missions is the daily thing that you have to do in Neverwinter, and it can take quite a bit of time depending on what you do, but there's a few tricks you can use if you are short on time and just want to get it done really quick here. So today, if you notice that I have a lot of these reclaimed riches from running dungeons or kind of got out of balance or whatever. So if you have a whole bunch of reclaimed riches, the treasure ship, BHE, is a fantastic way to hammer through your mercantile missions really fast. So there is a side quest that you always have to do. So that's get something out of a dig site, collect some items in some area, or kill some people in some area. This particular one, since I'm going to do riches, I'm going to actually go buy some more riches so I can make sure I can grind through it really quick. But I'm just going to use up some of my ground jade. That ground jade comes from treasure maps, which those treasure maps come from dig sites. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop open my map and see what dig sites are available, and then I'm going to select the dungeon or select the quest that matches the dig site. So I have 2 sewers and a dungeon. I always pick these third ones whenever possible because you're going to get the most bang for your buck at the end of the chain here. So we'll go up and pick up our mission here. So we're going to grab our mercantile missions. You have to be like 100% effective or whatever, helpful. And then you can look here and see, we'll look at the Departed. That one is in a crypt. We do not want that one. We'll decline it. We can look at Magic Recovery. This is from a dungeon. Well, that's way down in the fire area. I'd rather think just zip over to the Fey area since it's the closest one. So I'm going to decline that. And then we are going to actually look at heirloom weapons. You see that's in the sewer. We knew the sewer now is on that third guard post. So I'm going to accept that one. And that's how we're going to finish this whole thing up. As always, make sure you buff up. Even if you don't necessarily need it, because the faster you can kill stuff and go through things, the more efficient you'll be able to play. You'll be able to get a few more quests done, kill for a few more mobs. And again, we're always about efficiency, most bang for our buck, and what we can do with our time. So I have a bunch of reclaimed riches, but I'd like to get a little bit more so I can grind out the ship here. One of the nice things about this area is that you can use the treasure merchant over here, and anybody could use this treasure merchant as long as you have the first one completed. Clear the docks. Once that's completed, you can come talk to this guy. And the ground jade only comes from the treasures you dig up from treasure maps, so that's where you're going to use that one. So I'm going to purchase a few more of these just so I have a lot of them, because I am going to donate to the ship over and over and over and do it over and over and over. So now I have my supplies. I have 389 riches, which is going to be plenty, sort of just demonstrating that for you. I'm actually going to check my zone and say, alright, we're in number 2, so I'm going to throw out a zone announcement that donate to zone 2, grinding through ships or something like that, so people know, hey, we're going to do a bunch of ships, and people will flock over, they'll help you donate, and it will be nice. So since we are here, it's probably going to be a little bit better to actually donate first. Once it starts, then we'll get people to come on over. And that way we can actually get the most out of it. Because so now we have 0 on our mercantile mission, 0%. So I'm going to come over here. Nobody's working on the ship. And start donating. So you see I have 0 right now. And I have lots and lots of riches. So I'm just going to turn in riches. Every time I turn in riches, I get 10%. And you see the ship's going up here. You can look at this and we'll see it's at 46% right now. And I'm already at 20% and done hardly anything. Look at this again. We're at 56. So every time you donate, you get 10% and the ship goes up 10%. So if you want to launch a ship yourself from 0, all you need is 500 of those reclaimed riches, which honestly isn't that hard to get. So we'll keep donating here. We got 40. Oh, we're getting close. 50. Alright, somebody's coming over here saying, hey, look, we're doing it. So we're going to go do another one. We're at 98%, and the ship's here. So now we'll throw this out, and we'll just do a zone announcement. Ship grind on number 2. Please donate. And we're all just going to fight. So now we've 10% per donation to this, and we'll also get 20% completion just for fighting this. And for whatever, every dozen mobs or so, you'll get an additional percent as you fight. So that's pretty nice too. A few people wanting to invite, so we'll invite them to party here. Oh, already joined the group, alright. So when you do in this ship here, it starts right there at the dock, the street side of the docks. Then it goes to the back of the docks. Then the next spawn goes to the merchant area like this, and it just goes in circles every few seconds. Each of the dock workers is going to add 3% to loading the ship. Once you get to 100%, a boss will spawn. Once that boss spawns, all you have to do is kill that boss. You don't have to kill any of its minions, and it will be completed. The minions will then disappear. So once the boss spawns, focus completely on the boss. And this is a nice thing to kind of get started, and you can kind of grind it out as you go, and you can get the elemental evils, you can get abandoned treasures, you get rank 5 enchantments, you can get the arcane writings, you can then rare get portal stones, I believe. Maybe not actually, I'm not sure if I've seen a portal stone from this one. Anyway, it's a kind of a nice little thing you can work through. As you see, my river district percentage now is 71% because I've killed enough creatures here to creep up some. I mean, it is possible to just kill stuff and get your 100%. Helpfulness is what I call it, but that is a slow trudge to do that. So once we get over 90, I like to kind of keep an eye on the back there, because the dock workers are loading it behind us. And once you see, they go in sets of 3, so you get 9% at a time. So that is going to make the boss spawn here. And it's a random boss with whoever is attacking, kind of matches their BHE. So boss died. You can see these guys, just because of lag, they're still around, but then they disappear. You're good to go. So don't try to kite those around or fight them, because you'll have issues. Oh, I forgot you also get, alright, you do get a portal stone. There's one right there. And you also get seals of the elements. Alright, so that encounter itself, just killing, gave us 2%. And you can see that we are going to, the ship sails away, but we can actually have the ship will reappear, and then you can start donating. But it appears that the request to help donate is not going to be heeded. Looks like everybody's leaving, which is fine. It's nice to see people donate, but a lot of people don't. So look, the treasure ships return, and oh look, I'm at 92%. I can't actually donate because you can only donate 50 things at a time. So I could go buy some more if I wanted to, but I need to do one of the dig sites. So we are going to run off and do that dig site. and that dig site will give me 10%, and then I'll be able to complete. So not only will that dig site right here give me 10% to complete my mercantile missions, I also was careful in selecting that inside of this dig site I need to have my the side mission. I have to collect something in there. So we'll keep an eye out for whatever sparkling and pick that up as well. So heirloom weapons, I think, is the one that we had. So we'll run in here. Looks like all of our buffs are still running. Alright. So as a sewer, it's going to give me reclaimed weapons, but I'm not terribly concerned about that. I'm much more concerned with just completing it and making sure I keep an eye out for the sparkly area, which I believe is always at the end. In the crypts, you can actually get to it before the very end, the end room, the treasure room. But I don't think the sewers has anything like that. I think everything's always found inside the treasure room. So we're going to go into the treasure room here. We're going to clear this out. We have our, over to the left, you see that sparkling there. There's our treasure we have to pick out. Here's our treasure map that we have to get. Let's always remember to grab those. Alright, let's clear. Alright, there you go. We cleaned it all up. You can see I had the completion notices from mercantile missions. Now that one's done because once you complete a dungeon, then you get 10%. Here's my weapons. Bam. And here's my loot. Oh, just reclaim weapons. Oh well. And there we have it. So from here, we can actually use our handy dandy signpost. Go back here, and this kind of gives us a quick little teleport over, so we don't have to run back through everything. And we can go turn in. It's just that easy. I guess if I wasn't driving my sleigh like a drunk driver, it'd be easier. Alright, we're going to go turn in, and that's all it takes to hammer through the mercantile missions for the day. At least when you're going to use the ship to do so. We used, what, 250 reclaimed riches and a dungeon. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and this will help you complete those. I like to kind of have a mission. Now you'll see that my reclaimed resources, the riches are down. Start building up the weapons, and then I'll show you a guide for each one of those things that you can basically focus on one aspect, get it done quickly, and move on with your day. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If you like these videos, please share them with your friends and fellow players, any guildies, and throw me a subscribe. I really appreciate it. Alright, well, good luck going through mercantile missions. Thanks for watching. Bye.